everyone.
Hello everyone. 너무 반갑습니다. 감동적이에요. 이렇게
Long time no see.
long time no see 진짜 너무 오랫동안 보고 싶었는데 못 만나고 저희도 이제 코로나 시기에 학원도 사실 너무 변화가 많았고 그리고 미스 줄리 선생님도 온라인 수업을 하게 되시고 이렇게 하면서 저희가 막 야심차게 하려고 했다가 계속 이 라방을 못하게 되었어요. 그런데 선생님 시간 되실 때 맞춰서 계속해서 스토리텔링 스토리북 리딩 하는 라방을 하려고 하고 오늘 바로 선생님이 책 읽어주시고 나면 그 다음에 after reading activity 하는 거 그러니까 책을 읽고 나서 하는 독후 활동에 관한 것까지 설명을 드리고 그리고 깜짝 이벤트는 아니고 모두 다 예상하시는 이벤트로 오늘 활동을 한 학습지를 이제 이메일로 댓글 남겨주신 분들께 저희가 소소하지만 그래서 친구들하고 유튜브에서 그 미스 줄리 선생님이랑 같이 책 읽는 거 하고 나서 한번 활동을 하실 수 있게끔 저희가 도움을 드리면 어떨까? 선생님의 배려로 이제 그렇게 하도록 하겠습니다. 그래서 책을 먼저 잘 읽어보도록 할게요. 반가운 마음에 말이 잘 안 나오네요. I'm so happy.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Could you introduce what's the book for today?
Okay, everyone, today I'm going to read a book that is called The Rabbit Listened. Maybe you've already know this book already, and I think it's translated in Korean a couple of years ago, and it's a very touching book that we can think about what good listeners should do.
Okay.
So if you are in the middle of grief or a family loss or some kind of tragic event or in the middle of COVID-19, just like we had been through, what is a good way to comfort that person or to actually heal those kind of feelings? So let's think about what happened to this little boy together. Okay, I hope you can join the book with us.
Okay.
Shall we start?
Yep.
All right. The Rabbit Listened by Corey Darafield. Let's look inside the book. The Rabbit Listened. I see a little boy or a girl, we cannot really tell, and this kid is pushing a little box. I wonder what's inside. Let's find out. One day, Taylor decided to build something. Do you remember when you first started to build something? It looks like a box of blocks. Building something. Something new. Something new. Something special. Think of the first time or a day that you are building something very special for yourself. Maybe he or she is building a big building or something. Let's find out. Something amazing. Do you remember when you built something amazing? It could be the same blocks or something that you really tried hard and it was so amazing. You were so happy. Taylor was so proud. Look how the kid is so proud of himself. Think of a time that you were so proud too. But then, out of nowhere, oh my goodness, what's happening here? Out of nowhere, things came crashing down. Do you remember sometime that something was really special for you, but it just suddenly crashed down? How did you feel that time? How do you think Taylor feels right now? I think he looks really very sad and discouraged. What do you want to do at that time of moment? I think I would want to just sit alone, just being so sad. What can he do? The chicken was the first to notice. Oh, there is one friend noticing that Taylor is so sad. What is the chicken going to do? Glop, glop, glop. What a shame. I'm so sorry. happened? Oh, the chicken is coming to Taylor. Let's talk about it. Clop, clop, clop. So the chicken is asking Taylor to talk about the situation. But what do you think of Taylor? Do you think Taylor wants to talk? But Taylor didn't feel like talking. So the chicken left. I wonder how Taylor is feeling right now. I'm sure that Taylor doesn't want to talk right now. Next came the bear. I wonder what the bear is going to try. Maybe the bear is trying to check how he's doing. How horrible! I bet you feel so angry. Let's talk about it. Let's shout about it. Do you think Taylor wants to be so angry and shout? But Taylor didn't feel like shouting. So the bear left. Maybe Taylor is a bit angry, but I guess Taylor didn't want to shout. So the bear left. There's another friend, elephant. The elephant knew just what to do. Trumpo, I can fix this. We just need to remember exactly the way things were. Remember everything that Taylor tried to make? Do you think Taylor wants to remember? But Taylor didn't feel like remembering. Taylor didn't want to do that either. So the elephant also left. What do you think Taylor is thinking? Taylor didn't want to shout, didn't want to talk, didn't want to remember. There's another friend. One by one, they came. All the friend is trying to do something to help Taylor to feel better. The hyena. Let's laugh about it. Do you think Taylor wants to laugh about what happened right now? I don't think so. What about the ostrich? The ostrich. Well, let's hide and pretend nothing happened. Would you like to just hide and pretend nothing had happened at all? I don't know. What about the kangaroo? The kangaroo. Tsk, tsk. What a mess. Let's throw it all away. Would you just be so upset you're just going to throw everything away? I don't know. The little Joe is trying to put things away in the mommy's. I said, shh, let's go and knock down someone else. Do you think knocking down someone else's structure, doing the same would help Taylor? I don't know. What do you think? But Taylor didn't feel like doing anything with anybody. Everyone tried to help Taylor with their own solution, but Taylor wasn't ready. So eventually, they all left. Aww, until Taylor was alone. He's so lonely, he's so sad. What can he do? But then, in the quiet, Taylor didn't even notice someone. Who is it? The rabbit. Taylor didn't even notice, but it moved closer and closer until Taylor could feel its warm body. Do you think the rabbit do something? It just stayed right next to Taylor until Taylor could feel its warm body. Together, they sat in silence until Taylor said first, "Please stay with me." The rabbit listened. What did the rabbit do? Did the rabbit shout? Did the rabbit say talk, talk, talk? Or, suggest something to do? The only thing the rabbit did was listen. Then the rabbit listened as Taylor talked. The rabbit listened as Taylor shouted. The rabbit listened as Taylor remembered, oh, this happened, that happened, and laughed. The rabbit listened to Taylor's plans to hide, to throw away everything away. Maybe Taylor wanted to throw it away, or to ruin things for someone else. Remember what happened? there Taylor doing all the things that the friends had suggested before. Through it all, the rabbit never left. The rabbit was there, just next to Taylor. And when the time was right, the rabbit listened to Taylor's plan to build again. Finally, I can't wait, Taylor said. And you know what? It's going to be amazing. See the promising picture that the illustrator drew? It's not real, but you can really tell that how excited Taylor is about to build something really amazing again. And that was the story of The Rabbit Listened. I hope you like the story. Yay! Yay! Isn't it a very touching, very simple story that tells you how the rabbit just listened to how to help Taylor feel better? I think it's a very touching story that you can remind that what we can do as a good listener, as a student, a kid, or a mom or dad, if we meet anybody that might go through some kind of trouble, might go through some kind of family loss, anything that we would like to help that person, what do we have to do? We just have to listen, because Taylor didn't know how he felt. Maybe he wanted to shout. Maybe he really was angry. Maybe he wanted to talk to someone. Maybe he tried to do something. But all the rabbit had to do is just to wait and listen and have Taylor figure out what to do. All right, using this book, I prepared a worksheet together that looks like this. So what I prepared is to think about what the main story's problem was. And we can easily tell that the character was Taylor, and Taylor had a problem. The book used a flock of birds crashing down the structure of blocks, but it's just a metaphor. It could be a really precious, special blocks that the kid probably made, but it could be any kind of trouble, any kind of thing that you really worked hard, and suddenly, out of nowhere, it just collapsed. Everyone, might have an experience like that. So thinking of that, reference that with the kids and think about that event and how that person felt when they made that special event. So you could say the problem was Taylor was very proud to build something very special. So think about that special, that amazing event, but things suddenly crashed down. He felt sad and upset. He did not know what to do. So that was the main problem of Taylor. But the solution, a lot of friends appear in the story, one by one. So as we look at the characters, one by one, the animals come in a sequence order. So as we find the order and what the animals said one by one, I made a sentence strip that looks like this. So for example, one sample strip that looked like this. Do you remember who said, "Let's throw it all away"? Let's throw it all away. The kangaroo. The kangaroo said, "Let's throw it all away." So you can find the kangaroo and paste it right here. Do you remember who said, "Let's laugh about it"? Hee hee hee. Do you remember who suggested laugh about it? Elephant? No. Hyena. So you can let the student paste it right here. All right, do you remember who said, "We just need to remember exactly the way things were"? Who was it? Elephant. That's right. The elephant said, "Let's remember things." Do you remember who said, "Roar! Let's shout about it. Roar!" Who was it? Was it the ostrich? No. Was it the chicken? No, it was the bear. The bear asked to shout, Maybe he's angry. Maybe you want to shout about it. That's what the bear suggests to do. Do you remember who said, let's talk about it? The chicken. The chicken. So you can paste next to the chicken. The chicken suggests to talk about the situation. Do you remember who said, let's go knock down someone else's? The snake. The snake suggests to do the same thing to someone else's. Do you remember that someone asked to hide and pretend nothing happened? Sometimes I feel this way. Just forget about it and let's hide. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Who was that? It was the kangaroo. Oh, sorry. It was the ostrich. So we have all the friends in order completed. But there was one friend that was different with the others. Do you remember who it was? The rabbit. What did the rabbit do? The only thing the rabbit did was listened. It just stayed there with Taylor and listened. So all the events of the animals come in order and you have a completed problem and solution activity. So, and another activity that you can add if you want to help students to verbalize, I suggest that you can have some cards that have first, next, after that, or next. So sequence words that you can help students to find out who was first and then who was next. Using these cards, help students verbalize what come in order. So you can help students to use that as well with cards. And also, the thing is, everyone tried to help Taylor. But the thing was, but something happened. Oh, where's my so card? Sorry. So I use these cards to help students to verbalize the story sentence structure as to saying, the chicken came and the chicken asked to talk. But Taylor didn't want to talk. So the chicken went away, walked away. The ostrich came and suggests to hide, pretend nothing happened. But Taylor didn't feel like to do that. So the ostrich walked away. So verbalizing those structure would help the students verbalize the sequence of the story, and it would help to order and talk about what happened. And our next worksheet is one of my favorites, is making connections. It's a very easy strategy that you can use with any book that you read, is to relate a story to yourself, to a book, or to something in the world or society. So it's text to self, text to text, or text to world, which is text to self is easily that you are relating to something happen to the character, to your own experience, is text to self. Text to text is relating some other book or some kind of other text material that reminds you when you read that book. Text to world is something that you could relate to something that happened in the world or something that you might do to help the society. Today, it's a text to self connection that relating something to your own experience. So the question I wrote in this worksheet is, Taylor felt better after sitting with Rabbit. What makes you feel better when you are upset? So there are many suggestions in the book. And the rabbit just sat there and listened. Is there a special way that helps you, to overcome those fears or sorrow or feelings? Is there a special way that makes you feel better? So you can draw that kind of special thing and then share your answers below. The second question is, each of the animal friends tries to give an advice, right? They suggest different kinds of things in a different way. How are you like as a friend? If you were a friend, would you give, your friends like all these kind of suggestions trying to, solve the problem? Or are you like the rabbit, just sitting there, listening and waiting for your friend to be ready? to overcome those difficulties. So share yourself. Maybe you are a good listener just like the rabbit and share your answers on the lines below. I hope you like the story. And one last thing, if you go to the author's website, CoreyDarrowfield.com, the author shares different kinds of stories that she wrote, and she uploaded these pictures for students to color. So it's a color sheet for little kids that you can color. The rabbit listened. And the last poster I really like, and it's a message that we can all share together. The rabbit listened, and you are not alone. We are all together. I hope you like the story. Thank you. All right.
And I think I have to interrupt.
Okay, sure.
I guess most of the moms would understand what you've just said.
Oh, okay.
But some of them might have some difficulties, so I want to introduce things in Korean. 제가 최대한 한번 간단하게 얘기를 해보도록 할게요. 오늘 읽었던 이야기는 이 책입니다. 제가 이제 약간 시차가 있어서 잘 보려나 모르겠지만 The Rabbit Listened. 조금 시기가 좋은 것 같아요. Right? 그래서 이 책을 읽고 나서 우리가 생각해 볼 수 있는 것들에 대해서 이야기를 나누는데 아까 처음에 말씀드린 것처럼 이 책이 가정에 있으시면 읽어보시고 활동을 하시면 좋고 아니면 이제 유튜브에 저희가 업로드를 하고 나면 미스 줄리 선생님이 앞부분에서 스토리텔링 해주시는 거를 우리 애기들이랑 같이 듣고 굉장히 인터랙티브한 스토리텔링이거든요. 그걸 들으시고 나서 워크시트를 지금 소개해드린 워크시트 활동을 하실 수 있도록 저희가 별건 아니지만 파일을 보내드릴게요. 사실 별거예요. 만들기 힘들기 때문에 그래서 이메일을 적어주시면 저희가 이렇게 와주셔서 들어주신 거 감사해서 저희가 전화를 드리도록 하겠고 오늘 저희가 죄송해요. 저희가 그 집중하고 알려드렸던 strategy, reading strategy는 2개인데 말하다 보니까 사실 4개가 된 것 같기는 해요. 근데 뭐냐면 첫 번째는 problem and solution 이 워크시트에서 나왔던 이야기인데 뭐냐면 이 주인공 친구가 테일러리 가지고 있었던 problem, 문제가 있었고 그것에 관해서 정말 많은 동물 친구들이 그 솔루션을 이야기해요. 그래서 그 문제가 뭐였고 그 솔루션이 뭐였는지를 친구들하고 생각해 볼 수 있는 그런 활동을 하는 게 좋고 그렇게 되면 대부분의 이런 소설이나 스토리들, 너블 같은 걸 보면 친구들 뭐 주인공들 그 다음에 캐릭터들이 문제를 겪게 되고 그리고 그거에 대해서 솔루션을 경험을 하게 되잖아요. 그 중에서 성공하는 솔루션도 있고 그렇지 않은 것도 있고 그래서 그거를 분석을 할 수 있는 연습을 하기 좋은 활동 그래서 problem and solution 이라는 스트래티지 하나를 안내를 해드렸고 그러면서 사실은 여기 나온 그 캐릭터들이 각자 어떤 말을 했었는지 어떤 솔루션을 이야기를 했었는지를 다시 리마인드 해보다 보면 여기에 있는 친구들이 누가 먼저 나왔고 누가 무슨 얘기를 했고 그 다음에 누가 얘기를 했지라는 거를 하다 보니까 first, next, after that,
then
next, then after that, and finally the rabbit appeared, right? And listened. 그래서 이 스토리의 경우에 어떻게 순서로 진행이 됐는지를 순서대로 기억을 해보는 거, 그걸 sequencing이라고 그래요. 그래서 이야기의 순서를 되짚어보기. 그래서 sequencing도 했었고, 그 다음에 또 하나는 친구들이 이거를 retelling 할 수 있는 거죠. verbalizing이라고 아까 설명하셨는데, 다시 이야기를 충분히 소화해서 자기만의 말로 personalizing의 의미도 있고, 그 다음에 verbalizing 하면서 retelling, 이야기를 다시 말해보기 하는데, 너무나 별거 아닌 것 같아 보이지만 굉장히 좋은 팁인 게 이 친구들이 이 3가지 그 wording 중에서 어떤 이야기로 시작을 해야 될까 그거에 대해서 친구들이 they have to choose 이야기하면서 but Taylor couldn't solve his problem. Her, we don't know. Taylor's problem. Yeah, Taylor's problem. I think it's writer's intention, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
I read her
interview,
and she made it into a neutral character. So he or she, a boy or girl, can relate to the story.
Okay, right. 그래서 그 주인공이 지금 남자인지 여자인지 실제로 알 수 없지만, 근데 이제 제가 지금 얘기한 것처럼 작가분이 의도하기 자체를 남자 친구들은 남자친구로, 여자친구들은 여자친구로, 혹은 뭐 이제 자기가 생각할 때 더 편한 쪽으로 이제 생각을 한 다음에 감정이입을 하면서 그렇게 해석을 할 수 있기 때문에, 연결시킬 수 있기 때문에 이제 그렇게 된 그 친구가, 테일러가 처음에 슬펐어요. 그랬는데 친구들이 와서 이런 얘기를 했지만 해결되지 않았고, 그래서 they laughed. 이렇게 해서 여기 카드를 픽해보면서 어머님이 영어로 그 verbalizing 하는 게 좀 편하시다면, 이런 제안이 좀 있긴 하네요. 아니면 같이 그룹핑하면서 할 수 있는 친구들끼리는 이제 이걸로 충분히 스피킹 연습도 할 수 있는 이제 그런 활동이 되겠고, 더 어린 친구들 같은 경우에는 작가분이 너무 센스가 있으신 게 지금 이렇게 두 가지 컬러링 하는 컬러링 싯을 이제 그 웹페이지에 올려놓으셨다고 하는데, 이제 요거는 전체적인 그 포스터처럼 커버 이미지인데 여기에 관한 컬러링을 할 수도 있고, 그 다음에 여기에 캐릭터들의 그 컬러링을 하면서 또 놀 수도 있는데, 사실 요 활동을 하면서는 이제 어린 친구들, 문자를 인지하기가 좀 어려운 친구들 같은 경우는 요 활동을 하면서 이 그림을 칠하면서, 그래서 래빗이 어떻게 했었는지, 그래서 어떤 기분이 들고 어떤 일이 있었는지, 그래서 이 이야기를 읽으면서 주제에 관한 이야기를 컬러링하면서 이야기할 수 있는 독후 활동이 될 것 같고, 또 사실은 여기에서 했던 활동을 우리 친구들이 이렇게 그 센텐스 스트립을 붙이면서 이제 하는 활동으로 소개를 드렸는데, 요거 이제 문자인지가 어려울 경우에는 요거를 칠하면서 그때 second time 누가 처음에 나고 chicken이 what did the chicken said, chicken은 어떻게 얘기했지, what did the bear do, 그 곰돌이는 어떻게 했지, 이러면서 요 친구들을 칠하면서 입으로 말하기로 하면 될 것 같고, 영어가 두렵다라고 하시는 분들은 미스 줄리 선생님이 같이 스토리텔링 한 화면을 보고 나서 책을 보거나 아니면 주어진 워크시트를 가지고 한국말로 이야기를 나누셔도 더 좋을 것 같아요. 왜냐면 결국에는 이 의미를 생각하고 내용을 이야기하는 게 목표고, 또 아이들이 그거에서 얻어지는 정서적인 부분이나 교훈을 생각하게 하는 게 더 중요하기 때문에 엄마랑 충분히 이야기를 나눌 수 있는 언어로 선택하셔서 하시면 너무 좋지 않을까 생각이 듭니다. 네, 오늘 오랜만에 다시 이렇게 방송을 하게 돼서 너무 반가웠고, 최대한 빨리 유튜브에 올리도록 하겠습니다. 혹시 질문하고 싶으시거나 손 번쩍하고 싶으시거나 그런 내용이 있으실까요? 저희가 어떤 질문이라도 다 받을게요. 근데 그거를 타이핑을 치기 위해서 제가 카메라를 좀 돌리도록 하겠습니다. 이거를 돌리고, 네. 그래서 이거 얼굴 너무 가까이 나는데 요거는 이렇게 될 것 같고, 네. 혹시 저희가 딱 1분만 기다려 볼게요. 혹시 뭐 워낙 질문을 하고 싶으시거나, 아니면 뭐 오늘 봤더니 요게 조금 뭐 어려웠어요, 잘 안 보였어요, 아니면 저희가 제일 고민했던 건 뭐냐면 책을 그냥 이렇게 보여드릴까. 네, 저희도 반갑습니다. 아이디만 알지만 어쨌든 요 책을 이렇게 보여드리는 방법도 있고, 이렇게 읽으면서 하는 방법도 있고, 사실은 이 표지만 이렇게 눕혀서 표지가 아니라 이 내지만 보이게 하는 방법도 있는데, 저희가 스토리텔링 할 때 기본적으로 생각하는 건 문자를 잘 읽는 것도 중요하지만 댓글로 다시면 되세요. 저희가 이거를 죄송해요, 말하다가 메일은 어디로 보내냐면 제가 이거 바로 포스팅 할 거거든요. 그럼 이 포스팅 밑으로 제가 이제 말을 써놓을게요. 그럼 거기다가 댓글로 이메일 주를 쓰시면 좋고, 그다음 혹시 메일을 공개하고 싶지 않다라고 하실 경우에는 저희 메일 주소를 같이 써놓을 테니까 이메일로 보내시고, 보냈어요 뭐 이렇게 하시면 될 것 같아요. 그래서 어쨌든 저희가 오늘 선택한 거는 책을 선생님이 들고 읽으시면서, 줄리 선생님이 굉장히 얌전해 보이시는데 연기를 잘 하시잖아요. 그래서 동물 소리도 내고 표정도 이렇게 나오고 하는 것들을 아이들이 유튜브에서 할 때 보면 좋겠다라는 생각으로 일단 얼굴이 좀 보이게 하면서 책을 멀리 했어요. 근데 예전에는 저희가 얼굴 보이게 한번 읽고 그 다음에 책을 되게 가까이 그 내지만 이렇게 가까이 보이게 이렇게 해서도 한번 읽었던 적이 있어요. 그래서 만약에 오늘 이렇게 보고 나니 내지가 잘 보이는 것도 좋겠어요 라고 하신다거나 아니면 또 다른 의견을 주시면 제가 그것도 또 반영을 하도록 하겠습니다. 그래서 오늘 정말 한 분만 오셔도 너무 반가울 것 같았는데 이렇게 반가운 아이디들이 많이 보여서 너무 감사했고 저희가 다음 라방 같은 경우에도 곧 일정을 잡아서 아마 수요일 10시 10분 텐텐이 계속 될 것 같아요. 네, 텐텐. 그래서 텐텐에 만나 뵙도록 할게요. 너무 반가웠습니다. Take care everyone. Bye.